Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Fnatic Classic taking on Milk and Cookies. They are up 1-0. And with the show of noise, do you guys think Classic's going to close this one out 2-0?
A little bit.
Yeah, it's going to be a 1-1. We'll go to our first game 3.
Yeah, I believe is next game type CTF Zealot?
Yes, it is.
Cool. So we're going to
staying on Zealot.
Yeah, we're going to see if each team, really is the strategies they're using in TS, are they going to be the same? Is one team going to go ahead and pull ahead? I expect to see Classic, without a doubt, take this win.
So we are going to jump on board with Milk and Cookies first here. We have Milk and Regicide, two players who we haven't actually seen on the main stage or on the main screen yet. We haven't brought that to the viewers back at home because it was kind of all about Classic, and I was really just engulfed in Frosty and Aries because we do know those players. So It's good to give them their time to shine.
Right here. So what we saw from that team right here was a standard top gold, top middle push, and they're actually going to go ahead and get this flagpole. You see Milk watching the main map and betraying, I think, his teammate. Right there. There's going to be one dead for his team, but they might actually cap this. They're going to have to be very careful. They have a player on their health pack, so they should not have a problem capping, and they're able to do so. You hear the crowd giving a little bit of noise from Milk and Cookies.
Yep, so Milk and Cookies will be the first on board. We saw as Fnatic Classic was actually running straight top middle there in that situation. They were able to take down that guy at the health pack, but they just fell a little bit short. Now we are seeing is it is going to be a 2-on-4 situation as all members of Classic have respawned, and Regicide will be taken out. Milk will spawn underneath the base, and he will be pushing through the holograms. And in this situation, Bravo, does he push? Does he wait for his teammates? Does he just try to get a sneaky back whack like he's going to do?
Good call. I think what he needs to do right there is really play it off his players' death screens. His teammates should be saying, hold on, wait, or just take a look at my death screen. They should be spinning their death screens and alternating them throughout their team so they can really give him the best idea of what's going on. Able to get a flag stop maybe here. Does not get the pull. He had the icon on his screen, but unable to get the pull there. As you guys know, a little bit difficult to do at a last second. So the game is actually tied 1-1. So that early start for Milk and Cookies, it might go to waste.
I wouldn't say that, as Aries is running another flag. Straight-Sick is the only player on Classic, and actually Classic got a very, very fortunate spawning on their flag, and they were able to take him down. Regicide's going to be cleaned up by Prototype, and now it is going to be a 2-on-2 situation now as Classic seems to be dominating this map.
Yeah, we have a weapons dropping right now. We'll see if Prototype can go ahead and grab that. Going to try to. A lot of players pushing him. Probably not going to be able to get the grenade launcher right here, but I'm really interested to see who gets the grenade launcher and also where they take it on the 4v4 map. Obviously, it's going to be very different from where they brought it all day yesterday in free-for-all.
Yep, so Prototype's taken out. Russo just controlling the blue landing here, and that's exactly what you're looking to do. You want to control the top gold, and then you just kind of push up. Now, 3 members of Milk and Cookies will go down. The last remaining member is Aries, and he is getting just destroyed by Straight-Sick. This looks like Classic is in a great position here to get this flag, as Chig is going to push in with a little bit of sloppy shots. Almost gets embarrassed there, but he is going to close that out. That is good veteran play. And it's something I'd like to talk about is you don't really, it's so weird to say that Chig is now a veteran. And that's just something that that's what he brings to this team.
Definitely. One of the more experienced players here, always playing hard. I remember seeing him at LANs, just really excited to play with his team at LANs throughout these past few seasons. And he's developed, like you said, into a veteran player, a player that I think a lot of people respect. Obviously, I think he pretty much got known on Breaking Point for his incredible sniping in Halo 3.
Yeah, he was. It was literally coined chigging. Yes. Now, you told me coming into this event that Chig isn't chigging anymore.
Yeah, I was wondering if he wasn't chigging anymore, purely because he said that Prototype was grabbing the sniper, but of course, actually proved me wrong that he did grab sniper on right away on that Zealot Team Slayer. So perhaps he's got the sniping ability back.
Yeah. All right, well, it is all tied up 1-1, and as I check my Twitter here, you guys are calling for an Astro lesson, so crank up your A40s as we jump on board with Team Classic.
22.
I died, dude, I died. Bring one. Don't run that count. Don't run that. We're landing, Mike. They're landing.
Up blue.
Blue landing.
Blue landing weak, guys.
Blue landing is top weak, Mike. I'm going weak, Mike. All
Crossing
landing.
weak also,
All landing.
Their landing's weak.
All landing with top milk.
Milk's bad.
Our milk is
Watch out. He's absolute top gold. Absolute top gold Milk. And no one top gold right now going.
On our flag.
Flag zone shoot. Flag zone shoot. Sniping top gold. Sniping top middle. Sniping top middle right now.
Our landing weak, milk.
Matt, mainnet, Matt. Tube's up.
Top middle, Frosty weak.
Their health.
Frosty's one shot the middle. Frosty's one shot the middle.
Top middle. I got top mid.
Tube their health and fly guy. Two of their health. There's
I'm
two
going
guys
one
down.
shot.
Corey south.
They're out, you guys.
I'm
They're
pushing
out.
them, I'm pushing them.
They're flagged.
Down,
Aries
down,
has
down,
shots
down,
their
down.
health. Really weak on their health, Aries.
Absolute.
They're street, absolutely dead.
I got Reed. Where's
I'm
Aries? Their health
for
one
red.
shot,
I'm
yeah.
for
Their
red.
health was one shot.
I'm looking.
I'm
Aries
running
on the
it,
side,
I'm
Aries on the
running
side.
it. They're landing, they're landing.
I'll help Aries. I'll help Aries. I'll bridge Aries
Shoot
right
it
now.
down the street.
I'll bridge
I'm
Aries
dead,
right
I'm
now.
dead, I'm dead.
I'll bridge Aries one shot.
I'm
Top
dead,
one
they're
shot.
flanked.
Bottom,
They're
bring two one
street, you
shot. Bring
guys.
one
40
shot.
maybe.
Blue one. I'm watching for it.
My port. He's
Watch
there.
port,
He's
block
there.
it, block it.
No, he whipped it. He whipped it.
Wait, wait, wait.
One shot. We're landing. Ready.
Nice.
Run it. I'm
Run
not.
it. We're landing one shot, dead.
Aries dead.
Matt, run it. I'm
I can't count, I can't.
They're landing.
Where are they?
You need to go next
They're
time.
landing.
Ring two. Ring two.
We done landing. Whoever shooting.
Front red, milk.
They're landing.
Ring two also.
I'm trying to get that.
Ring two. Watch out jump. Right landing. Watch out flank.
Right landing, kill me.
Watch
Right
out
landing, kill
flank.
me. Top one right now. Top one right now on the street. Our street right now in Orlando. He's on
Top
region right
mid,
now.
I think. Our hell, our flag.
Landing
Running
one
it.
shot, Frosty.
Running it.
Shots on flag,
Nice.
flag's dead. Landing Frosty, top gold
There's
lead.
two dead, guys.
I'm
Two
looking,
guys.
I'm looking.
Two dead.
I'm pushing gold.
Bottom
Top
house,
gold,
bottom house.
Frosty,
Ring
one
two,
shot, I got him.
Ring two.
Bottom main, Matt.
Ring
Main,
two right now, right beside, three dead.
I'm coming.
Man of Aries.
I'll get him.
Main
No,
ramp,
he's
one
busting
shot.
one shot. I
I'm
got
on the
him.
flag. I'm on the flag. I'm running. Watch landing.
Watch ring two.
I'm watching
Make
ring
sure they're
two.
not ring two.
I'm watching
Watch basement. Watch front jump and pistol.
I'm already-
I got top by pistol, I think.
On their health right now. Right beside two of them. Frosty's weak.
I'm absolute.
Main one shot. Main one shot.
Two more. Bottom main. Main up to our health. Main up to our health.
Go, Mike. Go, Mike.
There's two dead. Our health. Our health.
I'm going our health.
I'm in top middle. I'm landing.
Behind me.
You lift it up.
Our street
Stay
now.
alive, stay alive, stay alive.
Our street weak. Milk.
We gotta watch that landing next time. I'll flag right now. Stay alive, stay alive, stay alive, stay alive.
Running it.
Give me top goal. I think the bottom main ramp too. Bottom main
Yeah, on
ramp.
main ramp now. Regicide.
No,
One
main
shot,
ramp.
one. Two main ramp. Two on main ramp. Regicide, one shot. One shot. Two main
No one to
ramp.
flag, to the
I did
flag.
it.
Bottom main.
Frosty one shot. Bottom main ramp. Ring two.
The flag, the flag.
Nice.
Milk just split
They're
me.
bridge, I think. They're bridge. Top middle.
Two on me, two to the landing, both
I'm
shots.
lifting both.
Right
I'm lifting both.
now, go, now.
I got one.
Nice, two there.
Run it,
Three,
run it, run it.
forward.
Last guy
Frosty just spawned, Frosty just spawned.
Their health. Frosty, they're bridge.
That's him.
They're bridge. Watch main ramp, Mike. Watch main ramp,
Let's take
Mike.
one shot. Red side. Absolute the street. Absolute the street. Red
Keep
side.
going, keep going.
Ring two's weak. One shot, ring one, milk.
I died.
One shot, ring one, milk.
Ring two, Corey.
Ring two right now.
God damn it.
Lifting blue. Lifting blue, I think.
We got
Top gold now.
Two shots.
Top gold. Sniping gold bridge. Sniping top gold, Aries.
There's two guys there.
They're both weak.
Like that.
Both weak.
No,
Top gold.
The front jump coming. Ring two coming.
Can't tell.
Ring 2 weak, Reg.
Chasing hard.
Gonna be on flag one shot.
On flag, wait.
The front jump, up our landing right now, Corey.
I have shots, he's dead.
Nice.
They're gonna cap. Get up top, get top
My
middle.
guy's weak, Aries.
Get top middle right now.
I need help going the street.
I'm on top middle, Corey.
Aries, they're bridge. Aries, they're bridge. They're flag still.
One shot blue landing.
Landing
Absolute
dead,
blue landing.
landing's dead,
They're flag weak. Aries.
Aries dead.
Nice.
Blue one,
Yeah,
shoot me.
yeah.
Name blue round, name blue round.
He's still down there. He's not going tunnel.
Still see that, man.
The
I'm
pistol.
dying.
They're pistol one shot.
This is dead.
Dude, I'm no shield. I died. Top gold.
Top gold, Frosty.
Ring two.
one
Ring
shot.
two. Ring two.
Top gold, one shot.
Lift it blue. Lift it blue.
The line's coming. Yeah, ring two kill me. Go on our front jump. Milk my go front jump.
Nice.
Two
Two
blue
guys
landing,
blue
two
landing,
landing.
man. Aries is weak. Blue eyes maybe.
Roger sides, one shot, top gold.
And blue eyes is weak. One shot. One
One
shot.
shot,
Flag.
ring two. One shot. I'm dying for
Our
our health.
flag, man. Our flag and our landing.
Our flag, and our landing.
Weak.
I got
Okay.
the
Our landing are going sitting on
I can
landing.
lift red. I'm lifting red. I'm lifting red. Push him.
Alright.
main ramp. I don't know if I hit him. Main ramp. No. Our med.
I'm looking.
Two on med.
Aries is one shot.
Our
Nice.
jump.
Frosty, Aries right there, one shot.
Yeah,
That's
three
about-
dead. Three dead.
That was all four.
Last guy.
No, spawn their landing or something. Top gold right now.
Yeah, I don't think
Our landing. No, he's
I'm
not.
pushing main.
Our landing still, Matt. He's,
You have launch card?
look, he's going our street. He's our street. He's our landing still, Milk. Matt, push me. Matt, push me.
I'm main ramp now. Main ramp weak. Main ramp weak with two.
Frosty's one
Nice.
shot. I got Frosty. I'm absolute.
Oh, no one main ramp. Main ramp
I'll
to
do
our
it.
health.
No one main ramp right
Main
there.
ramp to our health. Last guy.
you
Last
can't
guy's
see
our
it.
health.
He's there, Matt. He's still there.
Last guy, Aries.
Stay up. I can't see him.
Can we go?
He's not spiral. He's on spiral right now. Sitting on spiral.
Where's Aries?
Sitting on the
Aries, one
spiral
shot
somewhere.
on ramp. I got him.
And there you go, Jeff.
Pushing gold guy.
I spawned bottom house.
Our landing. Our landing. Frosty.
I'm coming right now, top middle cow.
And they're landing. No one else is gold.
We got landing. We come.
Blue two.
We come.
One shot
gold.
landing. One shot street.
One shot,
One shot.
Running on
One
top.
shot,
One shot.
Running on
Frosty.
top.
Nice.
My goal was one shot milk.
Where? What side?
Left side.
Top middle.
He came back out. He's
Our
left
bridge.
again.
One shot their bridge. Absolute.
I'm pushing.
Milk's top middle. Top gold, one shot, Milk.
I can't get there, Bridge.
One shot, top gold, bottom gold,
Behind me
Milk.
on flag.
Weak bottom gold, Milk. Weak bottom gold, Milk. Did we get him?
Nice.
Bottom gold.
Dead, nice, two dead.
He said bottom gold. He's dead.
Nice.
I don't know where Aries is.
Our men.
Last two, both health. Both
Our
health.
health.
Both
Two of them
health.
are flag.
Our flag.
Two
You
of them
gotta
are
watch the flanks, dude.
They going straight.
They keep flanking.
I got one. Frosty our flag.
Our
On our
flag.
base. On our base weak.
I need
Our
a tunnel.
tunnel,
I need
one
it.
I tunnel one shot. I got him.
I'm up the landing. I'm up the
Third
landing.
street, mate. No, I don't have.
Yes, third street. Yes, third street. I need help.
I'm here, Mike. Hide. And bottom main.
Bottom main Aries. Bottom main Aries. Blue med. Blue med. Blue med.
I see him, Corey.
I'm looking around me. Russo, on our flank. Our flank section is chicken. Another one on landing. Weapons in 30. Weapons in 30. You guys, let's team together. We're together.
I'm pushing back.
Mason's pushing around them. He's gonna get the kills.
Dude, I'm getting shot in the back, man.
They're flank. No shot.
Our street, turn around. He's touched the flag, he's hurt.
One shot. Stay alive. Weapons in 20, guys.
They're landing. I need help.
Our landing.
I got him. Double kill. Weapons in 10, guys. Weapons in 10. Stay alive.
He's got sight. Last guy's Russo.
Up there landing, one shot, guys.
I'm
They're landing. Weak Russo.
Weapons up, guys. I got shot, dude. Pull it. Just pull it.
One's at our base, I think.
I dropped.
Tracy, one shot that.
No, don't landing, Ching. I died from there. The bridge. 2-on-2 on their flag. One's on their flag. Might go this street. I don't have an angle on him.
Yeah, he's street.
He's nading top gold. You have 2 seconds.
They're straight in the bridge.
He's weak this street.
I died.
Bring one, guys. Don't worry about that flag, guys. Don't worry about that flag. You guys lost two.
Nice shit. You're the last
guy right there.
Our landing, push it with 2.
Stay alive.
Stay alive. Be a nuisance. There's 2 over there. I fucked up. 2 on landing. One is sniper, one is 2. 3 guys top gold. One push our flag. Only one's on our flag. He's pulling it though. He's pulling it on landing.
P10's out, one shot.
One shot top gold. I'm pushing around.
2 here. 2 there.
P10's out dead.
One shot their health pack. Another one.
Russo's weak.
Russo's
Last
weak.
guy, no. He's got a 2.
Top center hurt.
Just let it go. Ring 2, one shot.
One shot the landing, guys.
He's absolutely landing.
One shot, ring 2. Bottom air, one shot. Ching.
Or bridge straight to one shot of bridge.
One shot, ring 1. Lift up our landing hurt.
On the landing hurt. Show this sheet prototype.
Ching,
Weapons
Absolutely landing, Ching.
Nice, he's dead.
2 dead, another one their flag with a sniper.
He's their medpack side flag. Weak. P10's out. He's sniping their medpack side flag.
Is anyone top gold? I'm pushing around from blue landing.
I can't see it.
Weapons in 30.
Don't get shot in the back. 3 on the base. On the base, Mason.
Let's go.
Their flag. Ring 2 shot.
I got sight from that bridge.
Stay alive. Ring 2 going our front jump. Our front jump. We can get that on the
You gotta push someone. Weapons in 20, guys.
One shot. I got one. Miller's our flag, guys. He's on our flag.
Pulling the street. Weapons in 10.
Well, with 3 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in regulation, it is all neck and neck, but Classic is running the 4th flag here. There's only one player in a position to stop them, and he is going to be cleaned up at the red health pack. Frosty now is going to be trying to push underneath their base, and he is going to be spotted. He has to push back here. Classic showing how resilient they are, and then listening, I said, I think this may be it for Classic.
Yeah, we saw a lot of back and forth these past few minutes. We saw a lot of flags that we thought would be kept. I want to also mention that every single flag just about was ran top gold. So we saw these last minute landing spawns, last minute top mid spawns, and they really caught teams off guard, so they were unable to finish that cap. But now, with only just under 3 minutes left, the Classic can hold this and keep this up. They'll go ahead and take the series.
Yeah, and Straight Second Prototype actually doing a good job. They actually pushed through the holograms there, and now Prototype has pushed all the way back, and he is all the way top gold. And they did a good job at just getting behind Milk and Cookies in this situation. But now here we go, as Aries is going to be running in their 4th flag. 3 members of Classic are down. The only one in a position is Straight Sick. He's going to be able to stop the flag, but he is going to be cleaned up. Now Russo's coming off the respawn. He is looking top gold, but Milk should be able to put this in, and we are all tied up 4-4. Keep in mind, 15 minutes is regulation time. If the teams are tied up, we go past that, we go into overtime, and the next flag will win.
Of course, especially here with a 4-4. Next flag is definitely going to take it. Interesting to see there. I think we saw once again, actually, Classic had Sniper top gold, accidentally body shotted one of their teammates top landing. Both kills get cleaned up, and Milk and Cookies runs the flag. So definitely paying for their mistakes here.
Yep, so now that is going to be 2 members down for Classic. On the other side, 3 members up for Milk and Cookies. Aries is going to get caught chasing, and he is going to pay the price for that. 3 members up. It is now going to be a 3-on-3 situation. Member of Classic, Chig, actually waiting bottom middle, and now he is going to be spotted and cleaned up. And Prototype now has to play defense and wait for his teammates. Actually, au contraire, says Prototype as he pushes top middle. Is that a smart play?
I think because we talked about earlier how much cover top mid offers. If he has the right angles, obviously it's very situational, but if he has the right angles on certain players, he can totally angle himself away from his enemy. When his teammates spawn, they'll be able to give help, and it's a very aggressive play, and I think in many times it works.
Well, it is still all tied up 4-4 here. Prototype actually grabbing that health pack. Very good play. Russo now picking up a double headshot.
This could be it.
There's now going to be 2 members down for this Milk and Cookie squad, but now we see as Milk is going to be putting up. He is going to be waiting for his teammates. Prototype taking some
Aries not able to get a pull, and it's probably going to be it.
Yep.
There we
He
go, and
was
that is 2-0.
unable to get that flag pull there, and Classic is going to battle back from being down 3-2 and end up winning that captured flag on Zealot game. A little bit of an eye-opener there.
Yeah,
though.
definitely. One thing I think I'm certainly surprised by, and you guys at home might be as well, it was the same map. You know, the map we've been seeing time and time again these last 2 days, but instead they had a little bit of trouble on CTF, and you wonder that might be their strategy, their approach, maybe their different communication during capture the flag. It really could be anything.
Yeah, well, taking a look at the stats here, it's pretty safe to say that the NOS performance of the match will go to P. Tizype LA. I guess he's from Los Angeles. 31 kills, 23 deaths, 8 assists. But really, I'm just really glad to see the resiliency of Classic here in this matchup. They did a good job at coming back there. And Milk and Cookies, they tried to get fired up there, but they just fell a little bit short.
Yeah, I think we heard their communication, and there was a few last-minute landing spawns that really caught them off guard. They were just about to cap the flag, and enemy spawn landing on them. So I think maybe if they just get their act together communication-wise. Obviously, they're playing against a very strong team. So I don't see them having too much trouble through these next few losers rounds. They'll probably climb back up pretty far into the tournament.
Now, and you were actually talking about it in-game there. We saw as Classic actually ended up killing one of their own teammates with a sniper a handful of times there.
Yeah.
And it's all about these little mental mistakes, which you could blame it on split screen, you could blame it on poor communication, whatever you want to pin the verdict on. But those little mistakes add up and can cost you a game, and that almost happened there.
Right, especially at the pro level when you have 2 teams that are so close, you know, so close in skill level, and what happened was a player was lifting towards the landing, and it was just a clash of probably miscommunication about who was going to get the back whack. But in the pro level, when you have 2 teams that are much closer competing, those little mistakes are really going to count.
All right, well, we are going to go to a commercial break. When we come back, we will have winners bracket round number 4. So stay tuned.